What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're entering the courtroom once again for another sentencing day. A man by the name of Chris McNabb and his wife Belle were charged for the murder of their daughter. 2-week-old daughter, ladies and gentlemen, and this dude gets his freaking boots smoked. But I'm not gonna lie, he takes it like a champ. It was nothing like the guy who got 40 years on the last episode that I did. Be sure to go check that out as well. Now, before we move forward, please, if you're new to this channel, do not forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. We talk about all things prison and crime related. Anything and everything under the sun when it comes to those two subjects we attack every single day. A few people asked me to review this video. It's another popular sentencing day video, and to be completely honest, I was going to regardless. But this individual, man, he had a crazy case. It took place in Georgia, and Georgia has a crazy law called malice murder, and we're going to get into it. That's what he was charged with. His wife didn't get charged with that. She got some other charges along the lines of negligence. But he got charged with malice murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison. Life plus 10, as a matter of fact, and the judge runs it consecutive. Meaning if he beats a life sentence or happens to outlive the life sentence, then he still has 10 pieces to do. And you know, after doing my research and really digging deep into this story, it's very similar to another one, the Casey Anthony story. I'll leave a couple articles pinned in the comments section for y'all to read and do your own little research. But I just thought I'd bring that to y'all's attention before I break it down a little bit for you, that these stories are pretty similar. Casey Anthony in this one. But let me just say this, over there in Florida, I believe they don't have malice murder. I believe malice murder is only in Georgia. In Georgia, the prosecutor can charge a citizen with two different types of murder: malice murder and felony murder. Malice murder is when an individual unlawfully and with malice aforethought, either express or implied, causes the death of another human being. Malice means the intent to take a life without legal justification or mitigation. Interestingly, the state does not need to prove motive in order to obtain a conviction for malice murder. Instead, the state will attempt to show that the person accused deliberately intended to take another person's life. So they don't need motive. And they really just need circumstantial evidence. That's really it to get a conviction on murder, which is absolutely wild because that shit would never fly in any other state. As far as I know. As far as I know, no other state has malice murder. Now, if malice murder was in Florida, you know how many people get their boots smoked? Casey Anthony definitely be locked away. That's a fact, and maybe even the parents as well. Chris McNabb and Belle are being tried jointly in connection with their daughter's death by blunt force trauma to her head. The couple initially reported on October 7th that Caliyah, who was born premature on September 23rd, 2017, was missing from their home in Eagle Ridge Mobile Home Park in Georgia. Her body was found hidden in the nearby woods by volunteer searchers on October 8th. McNabb was charged 3 days later with 8 counts, including malice murder, 2 counts of felony murder, second-degree murder, aggravated battery, cruelty to children in both the first and second degree, and concealing the death of another. So I'm guessing they hit him with so many different kind of murders just to check their ends and make sure he gets convicted for something. But the story is wild. There's really no physical evidence that says they killed the child. But I did a lot of research on this case, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion after we watch this individual get sentenced to life, ladies and gentlemen. So prepare yourself. Now, before we witness this individual get sentenced to life plus 10, I want you to look at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. You see the redhead lady right there with the black top and the pendant around her neck? She's extremely important in this case, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what I mean in 1 second. And also, one more thing before I press play. This is sentencing day. That means he had trial. A lot of people believe that sentencing is immediately after you're found guilty. The judge will tell you exactly what you're going to get. No. Sometimes, very rare, it works like that, but usually they set a whole new date, and it takes sometimes months before your sentencing day comes. And I'll explain why I say that here in a second as well.
Since I'm pretty sure by the law states that I have a right to confront my witnesses who accuse me of doing wrong, so I felt like I wanted to say it in front of her since she was the one up here slandering me. And that's all I got to say.
You sure you don't want to talk about the sentencing and all of that? That was the only thing you wanted to tell the court?
I mean, that's...
Now, a lot of y'all might be lost as to what this individual might be talking about. Remember I said look at the lady with the pendant around her neck? Well, right before he started talking to the judge to say his last remarks before sentencing, she took the stand. I don't know if she's some kind of psych doctor or whatever the case is, but she visited this individual in jail. And at the time that she visited him, he was in a turtle suit. A turtle suit is like a paper Velcro gown, I guess you could say, for people that might try to cause self-harm to themselves. And underneath this gown, they are completely naked. And she said that he played with himself until completion. For whatever reason she was there to visit him, I don't know. But that's what she said. And he's denying it right now in the courtroom. That's why he said he wanted to talk to the person that's accusing him, which was her. She already sat back down.
I just wanted to know if you had anything you wanted to say to the court.
I mean, I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say, but I'm not going to be able to say half of it.
I don't know, because I don't know what you're going to say.
I'm innocent. I didn't do it.
Okay.
Well, it's not looking good for him. He's already not getting along with the judge, you know. But the judge did say something a little ridiculous. He said, "That's all you want to say before I sentence you?" Look, this is what happened. He just stood up just to rebuttal what she said, you know. But the judge is playing him a little bit. Judge already knows what he's going to give him. Everything that this guy is saying means absolutely nothing to the judge. Nothing. That's why I said, and here I am explaining part 2 of what I said I was going to get to. Sentencing day is sentencing day. There's nothing that you can say or do to get yourself out of it. Your time in court to persuade the judge and jurors has come and gone, my friend. This is sentencing day. There's nothing else you need to say, man.
I feel like there was things that were allowed to be said that should have never been allowed to be said, that didn't have nothing whatsoever to do with the case and what was being said. Just because somebody has domestic abuse issues with their spouse doesn't mean that they would put their hands on their kids.
Now, he has a point there. I ain't gonna lie now, alright? Like I said, they didn't have too much evidence at all. It's all circumstantial. And the district attorney, I'm guessing, throughout the trial attacked his character. And I've been in the courtroom plenty of times where the district attorney brought up many situations that had no bearings with the case at all. Why are you even bringing it up? You're just trying to dish rag my name now in front of the judge. So I understand what he's saying, but shit, I'm gonna give you my input at the end of this video. Let me keep playing it.
Which has also been pretty much proved that I've never touched my kids in any harmful manner whatsoever. I've never harmed my kids. So that doesn't make sense either. And you know, just to let the record show that I don't think I ever put my hands on her in front of those kids. I would never do this. That's all I got to say. I would never do it. I'm innocent.
Well, I can make a lot of comments on what you said.
I want to hear y'all's honest opinion. Go read the articles that I leave pinned in the comment section. I want to hear if y'all think he's innocent or not.
Well, I can make a lot of comments on what you said. I can make a lot of comments on the trial, but I know that was just be arguing with you.
He said I can make a lot of comments on the trial. I can make a lot of comments on what you said, but it really doesn't matter because this is sentencing day, bro. I already know what I'm giving you.
You claim you're innocent, so you tell me what sentence the man or woman that you claim did this should receive.
If they ever find out who did them, they deserve to be under the jail.
Oh, shit. He knew right then and there. He ain't stupid. He knows what that judge is doing. That judge asked him, he said, if you knew who did this to your daughter, what do you think would be the reasonable punishment for it? And he says for them to be buried underneath the prison, meaning die there. And the judge says, okay. But you already know what the judge is leading into. This guy's telling him exactly what his fate's about to be.
Okay, so they ought to get the maximum sentence.
Most definitely.
Okay. On the crime of malice murder, I sentence you to life in confinement without parole.
Ooh.
On concealing the death of another, I sentence you to 10 years in confinement, consecutive or after.
Never want to hear consecutive. You always want to hear what, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the comments section. What is it? Concurrent. That's right. Concurrent. We're learning, aren't we?
I advise you that you have 30 days after today to file a notice of appeal.
It'll be filed.
On this case. I'm going to instruct Mr. Carter on behalf of you.
So the judge is telling him that he can appeal his case, and he's saying he is, and he is. He's actually in the motion of doing it right now as we speak. I don't see how the hell he's going to get around malice murder, man. That's like conspiracy. You can't get around them shits. But listen up to what he says right here. Remember, all things in court will be used against you in a court of law, right? Check it out.
If you wish to allege that Mr. Carter did not do an effective job, then we'll bring in another attorney to handle the appeal so that issue can be raised, and that's fine with Mr. Carter. He takes no offense.
I think he did an incredible job.
Now remember, like I said, all things in court will be used against you in a court of law. And right now, he's going through an appeal process. And part of that appeal process is based upon inadequate counsel. That's what he's saying. But obviously in video, he said he loves his attorney. He did great. his appeal might just get turned down simply because he said this in the courtroom.
To claim your attorney at trial was ineffective or did not do a good job, you have to raise it at the earliest moment, which would be here.
I won't be filing anything against my attorney.
That's fine.
Well, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, in the beginning of the video, he took that life plus 10 like a champ. But I think he already knew what time it was, man, you know? But some people, even though they know what time it is, once they hear it, it still crushes their ass, you know? So it is what it is, you know? But like I said, I was going to let you know my honest opinion on what I think happened with this individual. I do not think he intentionally killed his daughter. After doing all of my research, ladies and gentlemen, I do not think it was intentional. I think it was an accident based upon his meth. Maybe he was up for 3 days and accidentally dropped the child. I don't know. The only thing that we really do know is that the child died from head trauma. But this guy claims his innocence and says someone came into the house while him and his wife were sleeping and happened to have taken the baby. You know, he woke up, him and his wife woke up, and the baby was gone. So, like I said, I'll leave everything pinned in the comment section, description of the video for y'all to go read and check out and let y'all be the judge for yourselves. But the main reason I wanted to bring this story to your attention was the malice murder. Every state is a little bit different when it comes to the law. But regardless if this shit was an accident or whatever the case was, they were smoking meth and shit, had the meth heads around their kids and shit. Look, they deserve to be buried underneath the prison, both of them, husband and wife, man, for pure negligence, not taking care of the children the proper way that they should have been. Anyways, I hope you enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. I got a lot of great content coming your way. I got to start binge creating content for y'all because I'm about to go on vacation. I don't want y'all missing an episode while I'm gone. Hardest working man on YouTube right here.